Hi guys, for this hat here, you're gonna need 6mm hook. Turn it right side. Focus. Anyway, 6mm hook. And I used Red Heart with Love and the color Jadeite. And that's what I have left after making this hat. And also, I have these pom-poms. It's got, I don't know if you guys can see this. See that piece of elastic right there? All I did was just run a piece of yarn through it and just tied it in a knot so I can take it off if I ever want to. Or you could just make your own pom-pom, whichever. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with our slip knot. And we're going to chain 68 and then our 5 additional. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alrighty, so I got my chain done. I'm going to follow it down so we don't twist. Slip stitch into that first chain to close the ring. And slip stitch. Okay. Tighten up that first chain now. Alright, so now we're going to start with chain 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to go into the 5th chain and we're going to work 3 double crochet, but when we count over, we're going to count the one we also just worked into. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into that 5th chain, we're going to work 3 double crochet. So yarn over, go in, 1, 2, and, well, 3. Okay, now we're going to count over 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th, we're going to work a single. Well, 1, 2, 3. Work our single. My yarn stuck on my mouse. 1. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then back into that same chain, we're going to work 3 double. 1, 2, 3. And I like to turn mine on the side instead of working the 3, straight up and down. I like to tilt it just a little. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. So there's our first. So we're going to 1, 2, 3 into the 4th, work our single, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You don't have to tilt it, but I kind of tilt it a little. We're at 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Same thing again. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3. Single into the 4th. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Get some slack. Three double into the chain. 1, 2, 3. One more time, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, into the 4th, work our single, chain 3, 3, and 3 double. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want you guys to keep working that all the way around and I'll meet you back up when we get to the last. And at the end, we should have 17 of these shells, including this little first one. All right, I'll meet you guys back up around. Okay, so I've made it back around to the beginning. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 into the next. Work my single, chain 3, my 3 double, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3, and into our last single, or I mean chain, we're going to work a single. And there we go. So now into this chain 2 space right here, we're just going to slip stitch. And there you go. All right, for round 2, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so right now our shells are facing us, but now we're going to turn. So when we turn, now the back of the shell, the double crochet shells are facing us. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got our chain 4 here. Now what we're going to do is into that first chain that we made, right there, we're going to work 3 double crochet. So yarn over, 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to slip stitch into the chain 3 space of the shell from the previous row. So we're just going to lay it over and slip stitch in there. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work 3 double crochet right back into there. 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the chain 3 right here. Chain our 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double. 1, 2, oh, well, 3 there. Okay, and we're just going to keep doing this around. Give me some slack. Slip stitch into the chain 3 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, work our 3 double, 1, 2, 3, and keep going. Slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double, 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and continue this all around, and I'll meet you guys back at the beginning. Okay, so I've made it back around. I'll go ahead and slip stitch right here. Do my last shell. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I should have said this earlier, but if you guys get it to where you can see it, if you guys wanted to mark that first, so what this shell is, if you remember, this is our chain 4, and then we worked 3 double back into that first chain, and our remaining 3 right here is the chain, you know, the same chain space as the other ones. But what I was going to say, if you guys wanted to mark that with a stitch marker or an extra piece of yarn or anything, just so you knew, you know, where we're going to end around, which I mean, it's kind of, you know, sticking out there, but it can get confusing after a while. But okay, so to end round 2, we're going to slip stitch into that chain 3. There you go. So for the rest of the length of the hat that we're going to work up, and I'll let you guys know in a minute how many I would do, but we still got our 17 shells around, And we're just going to keep repeating what we just did. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to turn. And then back into that first of our 4 we just did. Work 3 double. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch to the chain 3 space from the previous row. Chain 3. Oh, I lost it. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 double. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into the chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double right back in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so go ahead and keep working that around, repeating row 2. Excuse me, and I will I'll come back and let you guys know how many rounds I did. Okay guys, so I repeated round 2 12 times. Isn't that just pretty? I love that. Okay, so we have round 1, 2, 3, which would be 2 repeated ones. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 rounds. And I stopped here because I put it on my head and I like where this part right here fits. Which I think I'm going to add a brim too. But anyway, alright, so I finished that. Where's my slip knot? Okay, so I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to pull up a long loop. Where's my scissors? And I want it long because what we're gonna do is we're gonna weave this tail in and out and then pull it tight, and it's gonna squeeze the top together. That's my, if you guys can hear that, that's my window unit air conditioner. Sorry. Thread my needle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weave it in and out a couple stitches. Like, it doesn't have to be, excuse me, it doesn't have to be every single one, but I'll skip a couple, come back out, skip 1 or 2, go back in, come out. And like I said, it doesn't have to be oops, hit my light. It doesn't have to be every single stitch. We can skip some. Okay, but go ahead and weave in your tail all the way back around, and I'll meet you guys around. Alrighty, I've made it back around, and what I just pretty much ended up doing was weaving in and out every single crochet, or I mean double crochet, and then just going through like one of the chains. But anyway, alright, so we made it back around. What we're going to do is I'm going to run this through the inside. And then I'm going to pull it tight. And it closes up the top, which we can hide in the hole with a pom-pom or something, or weave our tail in and out. Pull that tight. Be careful because it will snap. All right. Get my needle. Where am I here? pull this inside out. And now I'm just going to start weaving it back and forth. Just going through some stitches, pull through some more. Careful not to go through your loop. Like if I was to go through here, make sure you don't put your needle through there, or it's going to create a knot. Which, I mean, it's not bad. Okay, let's see if we got that hole closed. Yeah. Guess I should put it in frame so you can see. So yeah, we closed it up. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, flip this back out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run it. Let's see. I'm going to just weave it in here. I'm going for right here. I'll weave it through these. I'm going to go back. Go back in there. Okay. I'm going to pull it tight. Snip. And there we go. It's all closed up. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a pom-pom, and I'm going to work maybe 1 or 2 rounds of single crochet around there. Okay, so for that, I'm just going to pick it up. Here's the back where we started. Try to get this in there. So there's our our slip stitch where we started. And I'm just going to take some yarn, go in there, get a slip stitch on my hook, pull a little tighter, pull it through, chain 1. Let's see. I think holding it like this, I can see the chains. The chain, right, so like right there, right there, right there, there. I think I'm just gonna go and just start working a single crochet. Oops, I hit my camera, sorry. Single crochet in every chain around, or try to at least. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see. Right there's one. Right there's, oh, right there. Come on. There's one. There's one. Right here. So you guys go ahead and, the best you can, single crochet in those chains that you can see all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the beginning. Alrighty, I made it back around and I got 60 single crochet. I'm going to go ahead and do one more round. So here is my chain 1. There's my first single. Go ahead and slip stitch into my first single, chain 1, and now I'm going to go all the way back around. Okay, you guys go ahead and make it work back around and I'll meet you back. Alrighty, I made it back around. Still had the same stitch count, so I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch into my first single. Chain, oh, there, chain 1, pull up a loop, and fasten off. Weave in my ends, and there we go. I'm really happy with that. You know what? Instead of making a pom-pom, I think I have one that would be kind of cute on there. Let me go grab it. So I have this white pom-pom. I don't know if you guys can see the kind of the dark tops on it. And it's just got a piece of elastic on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a piece of yarn in there. Pull a good amount out. Now you guys can totally make your own and this would be just fine. Okay, where'd my needle go? Oop. Alright. Run that piece through there. I'm gonna hold my hat up and try to find that center that we closed. I'm gonna go right straight on either side of it with these two pieces. That one's in. Where's it? There. Okay. Thread that one. Go into the other side of the center. Where is it? There. Pull. And then take my two ends. And I'm just going to tie it in a bow, and then if I want to take it off or use the pom-pom for something else, and all I have to do is untie it and pull it off. Tie that. Tie that. And there we go. Ta-da! That is cute. I hope you guys like it too. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Click that subscribe button, poke it, whichever. Like this video and click your bell and turn on your notifications when I upload another video. But yay, I'm happy. Have a great day, guys. Thanks. Bye.